The strangest gambling laws you won't believe exist, from bingo time limits to banned locals. The world of gambling is full of quirky, strange, and sometimes downright bizarre laws. While most people focus on the thrill of the games, behind the scenes, gambling laws are keeping everything in check, sometimes in ways that make you scratch your head. From strict time limits on bingo games to entire cities banning locals from entering their glitzy casinos, let's take a look at some of the weirdest gambling laws still in effect today. Bingo. Playing time is limited in North Carolina. Bingo, the beloved game of chance, often used by charities for fundraising, comes with some very specific gambling laws in North Carolina. While most states allow charities to hold bingo sessions without much red tape, the Tar Heel state puts a strict cap on how long a session can last. According to the gambling regulations, one bingo game cannot exceed 5 hours, and don't get too carried away with planning. These charities are also limited to hosting no more than 2 bingo tournaments a week. Oh, and if you're hoping for back-to-back bingo days, think again. The law requires at least 48 hours between each session. Talk about playing by the rules. No locals allowed in Monte Carlo Casino. Monte Carlo Casino is one of the most luxurious and famous gambling spots in the world. But here's a twist in the casino law you probably didn't expect. Locals aren't allowed to gamble there. If you reside in Monaco, you're not even allowed to go to the casino, except if you happen to work there. But tourists are invited to place their bets and roll the dice. Why this odd gaming rule? No one knows for sure, but it seems like a way to keep things exclusive. Monaco's laws sure know how to keep things interesting. Strict Alabama Sundays. If you happen to be in Alabama on a Sunday, be prepared for some odd gambling laws that make the day a bit more restrictive. According to the Alabama Penal Code, no racing, hunting, or playing cards or dominoes is allowed on Sundays. It's most likely because of the Christian background of the state, where Sunday was a day of rest. It's really unlikely that you'd get arrested for playing cards on a Sunday afternoon. However, you still need to know that Alabama gambling laws do carry a fine of $10 to $100. Better to just think of something else to do on your Sunday that doesn't include racing or playing cards. Gambling in libraries is illegal in the UK. Have you ever thought about gambling in the library while you're on your UK trip? No? Good for you, because it's actually illegal. While it might sound a bit weird, it's just a legacy of the outdated gambling law from 1988. So while you might not expect a poker game to break out between library patrons, the law still stands that gambling in libraries is prohibited. If you find yourself at a library in the UK, you'll have to stick to reading books instead of placing bets. The rule may seem odd, but gambling regulations like this highlight how laws sometimes linger long after they're needed. Louisiana gambling only on water. Louisiana takes the gambling law concept to a whole new level, a water level. The main requirement is that all gambling must be done on the water, specifically riverboats. Yes, if you're in Louisiana, you can't gamble on land, only on floating casinos. This gambling law gives new meaning to the term gambling on the high seas. Why the water? The state doesn't exactly explain it in detail. However, it's clear they've decided the best place to roll the dice is where the land meets the river. If you're hoping for a land-based casino, you'd be better off booking a trip to another state. Make sure to check the local gambling laws. Whether it's time limitations for the bingo game or banning locals from entering the world's most iconic casino, those laws might shock you. So next time you're planning a trip to a casino, make sure to check the local gambling regulations. Or you just might discover that what you think is normal isn't so ordinary after all.